Hi everyone, Monique here with Little Gems Creations 1. Today we are going to be making some pretty pink dangle earrings, and we're going to start that in just a moment. Hi everyone, Monique here, Little Gems Creations 1. Today we're going to be making some pretty pink earrings. So you're going to need some 1/2-inch round beads. We're going to need some 1/4 inch beads. Now I'm using these ones, they're square and they're glass. And you're going to need some 10-aught seed beads. You're also going to need some ear wires, jump rings, earring stoppers, scissors, and some 10-pound monofilament. Okay, so let's get started. I took about 4 feet of monofilament. It's probably too much, but it's what I took. We're gonna start by putting our ends together. You see those? Okay. And what we're gonna do is on one of the ends, it doesn't matter which one, we are going to put on 7 beads. 1, 2, 3, 4, I'm working around the camera, 4, 5, 6, and then on the 7th bead, we're going to put it on, and then using our other thread, we're going to go back through it the other way. Okay, so just so you see, this is what we've got. Okay, our 2 ends, one coming out each way. Okay, we're going to slip that all the way to the bottom. And this is what we've made. A little circle. Okay? Okay. Now, using one of the tails and moving the other to the side, just out of the way. You can let it fall, nothing's going to fall off. We are going to pick up 2 seed beads, 1, 2. We're going to pick up one of our 1/4 inch beads, put it on, 2 more seed beads, 1, 2, and another square bead. Okay. Now, without letting go of this tail, we're just going to move it and we're going to let those beads drop. Okay, see they dropped. We're going to go to that other tail and we're going to do the same thing. Okay, so we're going to take 2 beads, 1, 2, and then one of the 1/4 inch beads, 2 seed beads, 1, 2, and a 1/4 inch bead. Okay, we're going to let those fall. Now we've got both of our tails in our fingers. We are going to take, and don't drop these because those beads will fall off. So we're going to take one of these beads, And we're going to go through the hole with one wire or with one thread, and we're going through the other way. So just like we did with the little seed bead, oops, see what we got? These are our two tails, and they're both going through that, and then we're going to pull that down. And we're going to have this. Okay. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go working, just holding one thread tight, but using the other one, we're going to go up through that bead. Okay. We're going to, okay, so see what we've done there? Okay, so we're coming out through this bead now. Pick up two seed beads. One, two. Now we're going back through this one this time. Okay. Just the glass one. There we go. Pull tight. Okay. And then two seed beads. One, two. And now finally we're going back through this bead in the middle here. See that bead in the middle? That's the one we're going through. So if you need to, you manipulate things so you can get to it. Okay. And no other beads, just that middle one. Okay, so there you go. See it? Coming out there. Okay. So this is what you've got now on that side. See? Oh my goodness. There. That's what I'm trying to show you. That's what you've got on that side. And you're working, it's coming out over here. Okay, so now we're going to the one we didn't do anything with. And we're going to do the same thing. What you do to one side, you do to the other. So we're going to start going through the glass bead. Okay. Pull tight. Okay. Then pick up two seed beads. One, two. Go through that glass bead. So this glass bead, you're going up this way. Up this way. See where my is coming out? Okay, pull that. And then two more seed beads. Okay. And then back through that middle one. Now this middle one is going to have had a lot of things go through it. So make sure you're going through the right one. It's going to get a little tight. Oh, I dropped it. Dang it. Okay. Pick up the 2 beads again. And this happens to everyone, so don't get discouraged. So you pick up the 2 beads. And once again, you try and feed them through. We're going through this center bead right here. Okay. Okay, do that, meet me back. Okay, so this is what we've got. We've got our working line coming out of that central bead. And we're just going to do the same thing. 2 beads through the glass, 2 beads through the glass, and then we're going to go cross this way, and then with this one, we'll cross this way, and we'll meet back. Do that, okay? See you in a sec. Okay, so you should end up with this. This is what we've got so far. Okay, now we are going to pick up a 4 or a 1/4 inch. Okay, then we are going to pick up 6 seed beads. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Keep getting caught on my table. Okay, so 6. We're going to pick up a little one, 2 seed beads, a 1/4 inch, 2 seed beads, a 1/4 inch, and then 6 seed beads. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then a 1/4 inch, and we're going to go back through that big bead. Okay, pull tight, and that's what you've got. Okay, we're going to do that 2 more times with this thread, and then meet me back. Sorry, cancel that. Oh, I hope you didn't go and do that 3 more times. Go through the one. Sorry, let's do that again. Go through that first 1/4 inch. Okay, then do the 6, 3. So we'll go 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6. 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, and then 1, and then 6, and go back through the same 1, 2, 3, you're coming out of that one. So we're going back in. So you're coming out of that one. We did those, and we're just going to go back in through this one. Okay. And then through the big bead. And pull tight. So this is what we're doing. We're making loops. Okay. Do that one more time with this one. So you go through that main one, then you do these ones separate, and then you go through that other one, and then we go through the big bead. Okay, do that one more time, then meet me back. Okay, so I've done my last batch. So now I'm gonna go, I'm coming out from here. I'm gonna go up into here. Okay, so I'm going up through this bead. Pull tight. I'm going through the big bead. Pull tight. This is what we've got so far. Now we're going to start doing knots because we're done with this one. So here's how we're going to do a knot. So we're going to go in the top here. Okay, and we're going to make a loop. See my loop here? I'm going to put my thread through the loop once. I'm going to put my thread through the loops twice. Now, you see how I've shimmied my wire so that it's down here? Okay, I'm going to pull this tight. Okay, so I pulled it tight. I'm going to feed it up through the glass, the top glass, because you never cut where you're not. Okay, so I'm feeding it up through the top glass. I'm going to feed it through 2 beads. It doesn't matter which 2, it just long as they're in the same row. Okay, so 2 beads. Now, just before this big bead, and the reason I'm doing my knots before a big bead is so that it can hide within the bead. I'm again going to go through the center there, make a loop. See my loop? Right there, there's my loop. Going through the loop once, going through the loop twice. Okay, now I make sure that that loop is up by the big beads. Okay, and then I pull tight. Okay, then I need to go through that glass bead. Go through the glass bead. You may have to manipulate the beads, pull them out of the way. It's okay, you can manipulate them back. Okay, so we've done 2 knots. Okay, so I usually like to do more knots, but most earrings don't get tugged on very much. So I'm going to cut it here. Okay, but remember where you cut it, because it might be a bit pokey. Okay, mine didn't turn out pokey at all. But if you've got a pokey spot, like let's say where you cut, you have a pokey spot, you just take a lighter and you just melt that monofilament just a little. But that's one of the reasons why we don't cut where we knot. Now, we have this other one that we haven't done anything with. And you know why? Because we're going to do the same thing. We're going to do 3 of these. If you don't want it quite such a thick band at the bottom, like such a thick like tassel or whatever you want to call this, you don't have to do 3 more. I'm going to do 3 more. So remember, you go through here first, and then you do the section, and you go back through here. And it's going to start getting a bit tight because we've gone through it a few times already. So do that 3 more times, meet me back. Okay, so I've got my last one done. So I'm just going to curve it around, put it into this last. Like I said, it's starting to get tight, right? Because there's so many in there. So move those beads out of the way. Get it through. Oh, and I got it through the big bead at the same time. So I went up through here, through the big bead. And this is our last tassel, or whatever you want to call it, loop. Okay, so last time we did our knots up through here, so we'll just do the same thing. So before I go into this bead, I want to do a knot. So I go in the upper part, make a loop, go through my loop once, twice. Make sure that this is down here. See how I moved it? It was up there. I moved it down here. And now I'm going to pull tight. Okay. Now I'm weaving this through this bead. Through that bead. Okay, here it comes. Sorry, I got caught on my table. Now, any two beads, it doesn't matter which two. So I pick those two. And now we're going to make another knot. So we go in through the upper part, make a loop. Here's my loop. We're going to go through once, twice. Make sure you want it, your loop part, just before the big bead. So you don't want it up here. You want it down there. Pull tight. Okay. And we're going to, you never cut where you're not. So we're going to go up through this bead. Sorry. It's getting pretty tight now. Going up through this bead. And sometimes you gotta really manipulate the beads so you can get that through there. See, my knot is in the way, but I got it through. There it is. Pull tight, and then snip. Okay. Oops, I didn't snip. Didn't go through. There we go. Okay. So there's the finished earring. There you go. So now your wires. I know you hear lots of stuff in the background, so we need 2 ear wires. Okay. And some jump rings. So 2 jump rings. So here we go. So you see how they're both going that way? So we need the jump ring to attach them. So this is your front of your earring, right? Oh, I guess we need tools. Hang on, I'll go grab tools. Okay, so I'm back. So I've got tools. So we're gonna take one of our jump rings. Now, when you open a jump ring, you never open it out. You always open it sideways, okay? So we're gonna put on our ear wire on that jump ring. And we're going to take our pretty earring, put it on. And now we're going to close that. There we go, until it's quite together, just perfect. And there you go. You've got your beautiful earring. So now what you gotta do, you gotta make the second one. Aren't those cute? I just love them. Okay, so if you like this video, hit the like, subscribe to my channel. If you want notifications of when I do a new video, hit the little bell. Oh, I thought maybe it would stand up better. There. Hit the little bell notification. It doesn't always work. I try and post videos on Tuesdays. But, you know, I do the best I can. Life gets busy. So now make that second one and have a great time. Thanks so much for watching. Bye now.